Hello, my dear family. Peace be with you. Today I have brought you the most popular movie called Straw, which was released in 2025. My family, please help us by liking the video. Without wasting time, let's go to the movie.
Yes!
Jania Wilkinson is sleeping with her daughter. She thinks about the night before with her daughter at the hospital. She wakes up on a hot morning and gets her daughter, Arya, ready for school. She gives the kid a bath, worried that she might have another seizure and fall again. Arya is happy to share her science project, but she didn't pay for her lunch and other kids are teasing her. Costs $40. Jania says she will pay it later. Even though she's having a hard time, Jania gives Benny, another person who lives in the apartment, some coins. The landlord isn't happy because Jania hasn't paid her rent. She says she will throw away all their stuff if she doesn't pay. Jania promises to pay by 10 in the morning. When she gets paid, she takes Arya to school and says hi to her teacher, who says hi back. When Jania arrives at work, the grocery store is already very crowded and messy. She not only has to handle the mean store manager, Richard, but also faces rude customers who want to buy Takis using their WIC card. A friend wants to give Jania money for Arya's medicine, but Jania says no nicely. Then she gets a phone call from the school about Arya's bruises and her lunch money. Jania says the girl is sick and fell down. She also says that she will pay the $40 lunch fee later. Jania asks Richard for her paycheck and a little time off to go to Arya's school. Even though he's angry, he gives her 30 minutes but doesn't give her any money. Jania is going to the bank. She has $47 and needs to take $40 from it. But she wasn't able to take out her money. The bank manager, Nicole, says that if the account balance is below the minimum amount needed, it will be closed. Jania agrees and asks to get it done right away. But Nicole won't let her go ahead in line. When she arrives at school, social workers are already helping Arya. The teacher said that Arya comes to school hungry and dirty. Jania says that even though she doesn't have much money, she takes good care of her daughter. She asks them not to make Arya upset because it could cause her to have another seizure. The social worker guarantees her that they will look after the girl. Feeling confused, Jania hurries to return to her job. She nearly has an accident, which makes another driver very angry. The man gets very angry and crashes his car into Jania's car. When Officer Sam gets there, Jania finds out that the man who crashed into her car, Oliver, is a police officer too. Oliver tells a lie and says Jania hit her. Then he says he will find a legal way to kill her if he sees her again. She tries to explain, but Officer Sam gives her a ticket and takes her car away because her license and registration are no longer valid. When she comes back, Richard tells her she no longer has a job. She is 2 hours late. He won't give her the check because company rules say the last paycheck must be sent by mail. Then it goes downhill. Jania comes home and sees all of their stuff outside in the rain. The landlord has officially made her leave. Arya's medicine got wet too, but Jania chooses to save the science project and puts it in a clear bag. Then she goes back to the store, asking Richard for her money. But he says she has to wait for the mail even though he could just give it to her directly. Out of nowhere, a man appears, sees Jania's name tag, greets her by name, and says there's been a robbery. He tells her to put all the money in the clear bag. Jania pleads with him not to take the money because she needs it for her child. They fight over the gun, and she accidentally shoots him. His partner gets away, leaving Jania with Richard. Richard blames her for planning the robbery just because the man said her name. Jania says she's still wearing her name tag, but Richard doesn't pay attention and quickly calls 911 to report her. Then she shoots him before grabbing her check. Even with all his money, Detectives Kay and Billy arrive at the location. Billy believes that Jania was involved because he saw the video of her shooting Richard. But Kay believes she was a victim too because no money was stolen. Kay is for wine, but I'm worried about how that wig looks. At least her makeup looks great. Jania's friend also stands up for her, saying she is a nice person. At the same time, Jania goes to the bank. Even though they are about to close, Nicole allows her to come in. The bank worker, Tessa, won't give Jania her money because Jania doesn't have any ID with her. She goes to the bank often and people there recognize her. Tessa stays firm, so Jania pulls out the gun and asks her once more. This time, Tessa begins to take out some money. But she also pushes a button to let the manager and police know there is a robbery happening. Nicole calls the police and tells them that Jania has a bomb in her bag. The detectives find out that Jania was thrown out of her house, and now it seems she is stealing from a bank. Jania is shocked when the tellers, Tessa and Raya, begin to take out a large amount of cash. She says she only needs her $521 and nothing else. Nicole asks the guard to let everyone out, but no one wants to leave until they get their money. So, she finally reveals that there's a robber with a gun inside. Tessa is really worried, so Nicole helps her and tells her to give Jania her money. Jania is very confused and doesn't know why everyone is afraid. The police finally show up and surround the area. Chief Wilson asks his detectives what they have found out so far. Suddenly, a man tries to grab Jania, and the gun fires. Understanding how serious it was, the guard and the man both quickly left the bank. The man yells at the security guard, saying he didn't do anything, so he had to try to take Jania's weapon away. At the same time, Jania gets upset because Tessa keeps crying, even though Jania isn't hurting her. Then she watches the news on TV about what is happening. Detective K tells Chief Wilson that Jania might talk to her because she is a woman. When Dan, the negotiator, arrives, he allows K to keep going. Jania tells the detective that the gun went off by mistake. She just wanted to cash her check, but the teller ended up giving her more money. She is upset that Tessa called the police on her. Kay asks Jania to come outside, but Jania knows she will get in trouble if she does, so she hangs up the phone. When she gets the money, she gives $40 to Nicole to give to Arya for lunch. Then she sees Officer Oliver by the bank. Scared that she might be harmed, she tells the bank worker to shut the blinds. While watching the live video from the security cameras, the officials thought the science project was a bomb, so they called the bomb squad. Arya gets her phone ready to start a TikTok live, so she can show people what's happening inside and collect some galaxies while she's there. When a veteran and his wife want to leave, Jania simply lets them go. The school project starts making loud beeping sounds, and everyone is scared they are in trouble. But Jania just turns it off and asks her classmates to stay with her. The cashiers want to leave, but Nicole tells them they can't leave the old lady by herself. They don't want to upset Jania because of the bomb in her bag. While Jania brings in some chairs for people inside, the police consider contacting the FBI. Kay wants to help Jania stay alive, and she is concerned that the FBI might want something else. She believes that Jania is a good person because of what she has seen so far. Detective K calls again, and this time Jania shares her life story. She says she was stolen from, forced to leave her home, and lost her job, and now she has no money for her daughter. The community watches the live stream and hears Jania crying about what she's going through. Detective K tries to connect by sharing that she also had a tough childhood and was brought up by a single mom. Jania says she can't leave because a police officer threatened to kill her. Chief Wilson doesn't like that Raya is using her phone inside the bank, so he tells them to block cell phone signals. While Jania is taking the cameras off, Tessa is looking for a way to escape. Detectives Kay and Billy haven't found the officers that Jania talked about. The old woman, Isabella, tries to understand Jania's feelings because she has been through similar things. But Tessa doesn't feel bad for Jania at all. Since it's very cold, Nicole gives her jacket to Jania. They have the opportunity to share about their children and how their lives are not the same. Jania says she can't go to jail because no one will look after Arya. She doesn't want to leave Arya with her mom and sister. Nicole tries to help her understand, but Jania says she will come up with a solution on her own. Suddenly, a group of people is outside showing that they care about Jania. They want her to be let go because they know why she lost control and acted the way she did. Then the FBI shows up, and Chief Bryce says they will handle the situation. The women inside chat about many topics, and Jania shares that when she was expecting Daria, the hospital wanted her to end her pregnancy. She has no one to help her. Nicole tells her that she is there to help, so Jania asks her to look after Arya until she is released from prison. The bank manager promises her that she will. Isabella begins to feel sick, so Jania lets her go outside, but Nicole doesn't want to leave and goes back inside. Agent Bryce gets in touch with Jania, but she likes Detective K more. Talking to the agent only makes her more upset. She doesn't want to go outside unless the officer who scared her is not around. Suddenly, the device starts beeping again, which frightens everyone. When Jania understands why they are scared, she tells them that it's just a safe science project and not a bomb. Feeling scared, Tessa goes to the bathroom and writes a note on the window. It says there is no bomb and that Jania has just one gun. Jania wants to call the police to say it's not a bomb, but Nicole stops her. She says that the belief that she has a bomb is what keeps the police from coming inside. Instead, she suggests that Jania should tell Detective K that she's going out and leave the backpack behind. At that moment, the detectives see Officer Sam. She tells them that Officer Oliver is the one who crashed into Jania's car. Detective K gets angry and hits Oliver, blaming him for everything because he crashed into Jania's car. Agent Bryce stops them from picking up the phone, but Detective K goes against him and tells Jania that Officer Oliver has been found. She wants to see proof that it's really him, so they have decided to send the photo, and Jania will finally show up. But Officer Bryce won't turn on the phones until the hostages are set free. Detective K goes to the bank and shows a picture of Jania Oliver. After checking, she lets the two tellers go, but Nicole chooses to stay and support her. Then Jania gets a call from her mom. She says she didn't steal from the bank and just needs her money to buy medicine for Arya. So, her mom reminds her that Arya has already died. She passed away the night before after having a seizure. They took her to the hospital, but it was too late to help her. Suddenly, Jania realizes that all day she was just thinking about her daughter. She was alone the entire time, thinking she was with her. A social worker didn't take the child. It was just Jania imagining things. Nicole says she found out the truth some time ago, and then Agent Bryce signals to attack the bank. Jania thinks about being killed, but then Nicole holds her hand and tells her they will survive. They walk out together holding hands. As I said I would, Detective K. Raymond is there to help her. As she puts handcuffs on her, Detective K says it's great to finally meet Jania. As she gets in the car, people cheer for her to show that they support her. The movie ends here. Please, my family, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.